It pops.
Go.
Hey man, I hear like these people in India, man, and they're like so advanced, they can like think themselves to death. Yeah.
Whoa. I hope I'm not doing that right now, man. Well, holy toasted.
If you're making toast, I would like some.
I can see my own mouth. Hey man, I also hear that these like people in France, man, they're like extremely French.
It's alright, there's been so much inbreeding in his family, he can barely stand up.
Feels like October. Oh no, Dick Tracy's trapped in a giant clam. Farewell, Porgy.
All I want is acceptance. All I get is abandonment and loneliness. Where is Alexton? Where's my horse?
I drew a blue duck because I never seen a blue duck before, and quite honestly, I wanted to see a blue duck.
What shape is football? It's like not an oval, but you can't quite say it's a square either. Okay, now here's our real report, man. And it's like on Edgar Allan Poe. Poe's the Raven.
Man. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door.
This is some visitor.
I muttered,
Tapping at my chamber door, only this and nothing more.
"Ah, distinctly I remember. It was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow. Vainly I had sought to borrow from my books secrets of sorrow for the lost Lenore.
Oh, Lenore.
For the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore, nameless forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rasping of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating,
"'Tis some visitor entering at my entrance of my chamber door. Some late visitor entering at my chamber door. 'Tis this and nothing more."
Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer,
"Sir,"
said I,
or "Madam, truly your forgiveness I implore, but the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I heard you."
Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nevermore.
Huh?
Back into the chamber turning, within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, something, and louder than before.
"Surely,
Said I,
surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see, then, what threat, mystery to explore."
open here I flung the shutter, when, with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped the stately raven of the stately days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat and nothing more.
Thou thy crest be shorn and shaven now,
I said,
and arch shaven, ghastly grim and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore, tell me thy lordly name of thy night's plutonium shore.
quoth the raven.
Nevermore.
Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfalls tinkled on the tough floor. Toughest.
Wretch,
I cried.
thy God hath lent thee by these angels, he hath sent thee these and sent thee on thy memories of Lenore. Quoth, oh quoth, this kind nymph and forgot this lost Lenore.
Quoth the raven.
Nevermore.
Be that word or our sign of parting, bird of fiend.
I shrieked, upstarting.
Get thee back into the tempest of thy night's plutonium shore.
Quoth the raven.
Leave no blank pump token that lie thy art bespoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken, quiet and bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door.
Quoth the raven.
Nevermore.
Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from o my door.
Quoth the raven.
Nevermore.
Why a little?
Uh-oh. No.
Come back here, you little raven.
And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas, just above the chamber door, and his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight over him streaming throws a shadow on the floor. And my soul from out of that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.